all, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to go ahead with the Scrum events in one glance, in summary type of thing. Okay, in that you can go through my the another videos so you can get the knowledge of the depth. Okay. Also, we have learned something more about the Scrum values, Scrum team roles in the previous videos. Just go through once as perspective of the job interviews purpose. Okay. In short terms, we can say you can explain in interview purpose. So you can use those videos. That is the headline with the glance. Okay, and if you want to go through the deeper knowledge, then you can go ahead with the separate videos with the name with like scrum events rules and those many things. Okay, just go through all the videos, and if you are having any issues, comments, doubts, you can ask me in the comment box. Let's go ahead and dive into more about the scrum events in this video. So now that we have know the roles, it's time to walk through the team scrum events. Okay, the structure that gives the rhythm to the work. There are five official scrum events. That is the sprint, actually the exact sprint. Then the sprint planning, daily scrum, then the sprint review, and the sprint retrospective. Okay, let's go ahead and see what exactly it is. The sprint, the container event, the everything else happen within it, that is the container, that is sprint. Then the second one is the sprint planning, where the team decides what they will drive, deliver in that time box event. Daily scrum, the short daily sync up meeting. Then the sprint review, that where we inspect what we have built exactly. Okay, yeah, the demo kind of thing. Okay, then the sprint retrospective, where we reflect and improve our process, okay, after delivering that sprint. These events creates a focus, encourage feedback, and foster continuous learning. Let's begin with the most important one, that is sprint itself. The sprint is heart of the scrum, we can say it's a container. So sprint is a fixed length event, typically 2 to 4 weeks, during which is usable potential shippable product increment is built. Once a sprint begins, its duration doesn't change. It gives us consistently and help us track velocity over the time. Every sprint includes the planning, daily scrum, development work, review, then the retrospective. During the sprint, no changes that impact the sprint goal are allowed. During the sprint, quality standards must not drop. During the sprint, scope can be clarified and renegotiated, but only with the product owner's input. It's a safe container where teams can focus without outside interference. Now, here is a common question I can ask you, that can a sprint be cancelled? Of course, yes, but only the product owner can do it, and only when the sprint goal become obsolete. It's not needed. Okay, it's a rate, but it happens sometime. Correct. So let's go ahead with the sprint planning next event, the second event. The first thing that happens in a sprint is a sprint planning. It is time box event, typically 8 hours for 1 month sprint. Usually we are going with the 2 week sprint. Okay. Yeah. So 4 hours typically for the sprint event, sprint planning. Okay. During the sprint planning, the Scrum team decides what can be delivered, how it will be delivered. Two things, what and how. They also define the sprint goal, a clear statement that guides the team's work and helps team to stay aligned with that goal. We can say it's a team consideration, like business priorities from the product owner. Then the team capacity, we do capacity planning that factor in vacations, holidays, meetings, and those things. Then the definition of done, that is DOD, to ensure that they don't overcommit or something. Okay, definition of done. Then the current product state, which may influence what possible. Okay, that will happen in this scrum planning or sprint planning. And what will be the outcome of that sprint planning event? That is sprint backlog, a focused realistic plan for the upcoming sprint. That one is okay. Now that we have planned the work, let's talk about staying aligned every day, that is daily scrum. Daily scrum, also called the daily sync up meeting, in short, with the 15 minutes of that happens every day of the sprint. What is the purpose of this? To help development team inspect progress and plan the next 24 hours of their work. Okay, it happens at the same time, same place every day. Consistency is the key. Same time, same place. Okay, each team member typically answers three questions: that what did I do yesterday that helped the team meet the sprint goal? The next question: what will I do today to help us to make the sprint goal? Third question is: do I see any impediments? Okay, it's important to note that this is not a status meeting of the manage for the managers. Okay, it's not a status meeting. It's for a team by the team. It's for a team and by the team. And if obstacles are discovered, they are not debating during this daily scrum. Instead, they are addressed afterwards with whoever involved. Okay, this daily touch point keeps everyone in syncs on and the track. Up next, we are going to talk about the next event, that is third event, that is fourth event, that is sprint review. Sprint review happens at the end of the sprint, and it's all about the inspecting the product increment and the gathering the feedback. Okay, this event is typically 4 hours for 1 month sprint. So if we are having 2 week sprint, then we are having 2 hours for sprint review demo. And it's attended by the Scrum team. Scrum team means Scrum Master, Product and Development team. It's a Scrum team and the stakeholders. Okay, here I can say how it works. The development team demonstrate means they will give the demo that completed work, only what's 100% done. Okay, only that demo will happen in this review meeting. The product owner ensures that the items are truly complete before the review. That is definition of done, we can say. Okay, the stakeholders gives the feedback, ask questions, and rate the potential changes if required. This isn't just a demo. It's a working session where the team and the stakeholder collaboratively work together on what to do next. It's about adapting the product backlog based on what's learned. The more feedback, it's a better one. It means the team staying closer to user needs. After showing the product owner may also talk about the product's progress and updated backlog and possible release plans as well. Okay, at the right after the review comes the final event, is the sprint retrospective. On the same day, after the everything has done, definition of done things, on the same day of that last day of that sprint. Okay, the last but not least, we have the sprint retrospective, a time box event, usually 3 hours for 1 month sprint. Okay, so for 2 week sprint, we are having some 1.5 hour held after the sprint review meeting and before the sprint start, a new sprint start. Okay, next sprint start. What is the goal of this meeting? Its a goal is for the development team, that is inspect and adapt the process. The whole scrum team participates and reflects on. In practical, sometime product owner not going to join. It's between the scrum master and development team. Actually, it's for a development team, and it that meeting is going to facilitated by the scrum master. Okay, so what went well during the sprint, what didn't go well, and what could be improved? These three questions we are going to reflect in these meetings. And popular structure is start, stop, and continue exercise. What should we start doing, what should we stop doing? Okay, we decide in this meeting. And what should we continue with this doing? Okay, after these, before three questions, what went well, what didn't go well, and what could be improved. Okay, the teams may also use the tools like Miro or idea boards. Okay, to collaborate in person or remotely. After that, we can take it into the download it into the PDF format and upload on the Confluence pages or any SharePoint where everyone can access and see what exactly happened and what we are going to do in the next sprints. Okay, so it's visually visible with the all the team, like development team, scrum master, product stakeholders, everyone can open that and having the access of that file. So this is the team's opportunity to evolve. Improvement isn't limited to retrospective meeting, but this is the official document checkpoint to get better each time. Okay, and what that a new sprint begins with a new energy and learning. Next, we are going to dive into Scrum artifacts, that is product backlog, sprint backlog, and increments. That things we are visualize and manage the works we are going to discuss in the next video. So just go through this video and learn the much more things, and you can use this for interview purpose. If you are having any doubts or any insight, just put it in the comments so that we can also learn from your end and we can resolve the your doubts as well. So be with me, just like, subscribe in my channel, and thank you.